Oh, hello everybody, John Beasley. You caught me right in the middle of recording this year. I had a call from William McGrath of Arga. He's the boss there. He asked me if I could do some interviews on video of the winning rider from each of the Arga Ladies races. In the end, the Arga Ladies race series turned out to be a fabulous success, and I believe the lady riders saw the chance of being interviewed by John Beasley as part of the prize.
Congratulations Claire, power shared, just won the Arga Ladies race here at
Little Windsor.
Well Claire, you've just won the third Arga Ladies race of the season on Sea Scout here at Alnwick. Tell us how the race unravelled for you from the start, please.
We went very fast early doors. I don't know. You'll have to scratch that there.
Do you want to hold this? Yes, I did lead right from the start. What else do you want to say?
Congratulations Claire on your win on Polypsurgy Creek here at Sandon, and you've more or less led throughout, I think. Tell us how the race unravelled for you.
Yeah, we jumped off near the front and there was one other upsides me, and you fuck her off!
Once the word got around and the lady rider interviews became compulsory Sunday evening viewing for most point-to-point followers, it wasn't long before I was being chased around by other people at point-to-point, and I spoke to Eddie Williams in Wales, a well-known commentator. I spoke to David Strange, veteran point-to-point photographer, and firstly Jodie Soule, well-known lady point-to-point rider from the southeast region. You've had a lot of highlights and you've ridden around Sandown Park. That must have been a big thrill for you.
Yeah, it's easier to ride Sandown when what you do is going down the railway fences. If you jump the first one, and if you just duck slightly to the left, you can actually wait for them to come around for the second circuit, so your horse isn't quite so tired. Then you've got a bit of tow coming up the run-in.
And that would be the Military Gold Cup, I guess?
Yeah, the Grand Military, the Royal Artillery Gold Cup.
John Beasley is definitely the best as far as interviews go.
People sometimes ask me how did I become the top interviewer in the country, in the point-to-pointing world. Well, but it's not all about looks.
Congratulations Hannah on winning this Arga Ladies race here at Hackwood Park on the fabulous Cannon Bridge. 14 years old now. How did he go in the race?
Fast.
The people at Arga recognised early on that if they wanted the job doing properly, they would have to come to the best.
Now it's quite a hot race, and Optimistic Harry came down from the north to take you on. Were you ever in? Did you? Now here at Bratton Down, I've just been joined by one of the country's leading equestrian photographers, David Strange. Come into the picture, David. Now, David, what do you say to people who say that Alan Hill has got no sense of humour?
I think that's a slightly unfair comment, because he has a fair bit of pressure on him like anybody does, but I regard him as a thoroughly professional type of person, and at the end of the day he'll say what he thinks and he'll straight talk at the end of the day.
David, if you were asked to say what makes a point-to-point for you, would you say it's the hospitality tent mainly?
Quite possibly, it's always a factor.
Some of the jockeys say to me, Bezo, you could be one of us. My skill is not in the riding. My skill is giving greatness to the jockeys who are out there.
John Beasley is definitely the best point-to-point interviewer I know.
I'm here today at Bonvilston in South Wales, and I've been fortunate enough to be joined by Eddie Williams, commentator and one of the most well-liked people in South Wales on the point-to-pointing circuit. Eddie, it's a bit embarrassing, but as you probably know, I've been nominated as the best interviewer on the point-to-point circuit in Great Britain. I guess you would like to be as popular as me, if possible.
Well, I'd like to take you up on your first sentence, John. When you say one of the most popular, surely you mean the most popular on the West Wales circuit. And with your nomination, you know as well as I do, many people are nominated for many awards. Now, they only do that to make them feel important, you see. Obviously, I'm aware that I'm speaking to the wizard of pointer-pointing, the man who keeps a pictorial record of pointer-pointing, the man that everyone wants to listen to, and the man that everyone takes note of what you say. I'm fully aware of that.
My interviewing style has been likened to that of David Frost's,
Really?
Eddie. And why do you think people would come to that conclusion?
Well, maybe the ones that have said it, maybe it's time for their medication now, and Matron has probably taken them home. You did mention earlier on to me that you like to probe jockeys. Is that what you said? Did I hear it right?
No, I said the jockeys recognise me as an athlete, and they know I'm not going to be probing them in the changing rooms.
I did hear that you were prone to probing some jockeys, but my reaction was, everyone needs a hobby.
What is your opinion on the gentlemen jockeys wearing ladies' tights?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. Oh, it's the only reason I come racing, really. When I face you, I realise that I'm in such exalted company, and I feel that I've learned so much today from speaking to you, and my interview technique is obviously about to change for the better. Many nights, many nights, before I go to bed, I've been praying on the side of the bed, like a mantis. And I often say, how lucky am I to know John Beasley? How lucky am I that John Beasley spends time talking to me?
The jockeys especially have taken a very warm liking to you. Have you found that?
Well, yes, I have. Some of them, obviously, more of a warm welcome than others, which we don't wish to go into now. But I know that at one meeting there was a pot of Vaseline on the table. Now, what it was used for, I have no idea.
Thank you so much, Eddie, for your interview today. It has been a pleasure to speak to you, and hopefully we will be able to catch up with you again sometime in the future. Well, there we are. Usually a very nice man. Eddie goes off now to get on with his job, which is to amuse the racegoers here in South Wales. Lorna Brooke on the General Lee seemed to be your... No, come on, John. And I think one of your main competitors...
General Lee. Did you hear what you said? Are you conscious, Lorna Burke is going to be at the back of you?
Well, I hope you enjoyed some of those clips, and I think you'll agree the Arga ladies' interviews became something of a sensation. But don't take my word for it. Here are some of the views of some gentlemen riders I spoke to as the season progressed.
John Beasley is 100% definitely the best interviewer I've ever met.
If you want a great interviewer, John Beasley's your man.
Of all the point-to-point interviewers that I know, John Beasley is definitely the best. Number one.
We're bringing you this recording from Lower Macon, the finest point-to-point track in Wales, and I was asked a question: who is the best point-to-point interviewer that you know? And without any shadow of a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, it is John Beasley.